Hey, it's Soul here to help you keep it together as we begin a new season of World of Warcraft Shadowlands. In exchange for me helping you out a bit, it would be great if you were to hit the like button and consider subscribing so I can keep stuffing this game down your throat. Season 4 begins this week, and upon your first login, there will be some immediate changes. Valor and Conquest will be reset to 0, no surprise there. This season though, Valor will be fully uncapped, while Conquest will start with a higher weekly cap than previously. This is already pretty crazy. It means in theory, Mythic Dungeon folk can get Keystone Master within maybe a few weeks, and then be able to dump Valor to fully upgrade their acquired gear very quickly. The tokens of merit, the consolation prize when your vault sucks, will turn gray to be sold for gold. The same goes for that socket upgrade item that you never bothered using. One of the first things you may want to consider doing is to buy the Vessel of Profound Probabilities to fully max out your conduits. The external requirements have been removed and now it costs 10,000 flux. You can find the vendor for this in Oribos next to the Enclave. Otherwise, max level conduits will be easily obtainable while running higher level dungeons and raids. The biggest feature this season comes to raiding in the form of the Faded Affix. All 3 Shadowlands raids will rotate one at a time, starting with Castle Nathria before moving to the Sanctum of Domination next week and the Sepulchre of the First Ones afterwards, and then the cycle will repeat. When a raid is faded, it is brought to Season 4 difficulty with a Season 4 loot table. In these raids, special affixes will challenge the raid and spice up these otherwise known encounters. Maybe it'll make them harder, maybe actually easier. We'll find out soon enough. Walking into these raids will start a special quest, Crossing Fate. It asks you to kill many bosses in faded raids, and in exchange you will obtain up to 3 puzzling cartel dinars, and you will only obtain 3 throughout the course of the season. You can trade each one you get at vendors hanging out by the Great Vault for almost every weapon or trinket selection from the Shadowlands raids. But you're not going to be getting it this week. You're going to be doing plenty of killing for a while. Raiders who enter Heroic or Mythic Faded raids will obtain a Confounding Cipher as they kill bosses. This will eventually turn into an upgrade item you can use to upgrade Faded gear to Heroic or Mythic levels. This might feel a little bit weird because, well, when I think about it, if I want to upgrade a piece to Heroic, that means I'm going to need to have run normal for normal gear, and, well, maybe I'll get it from a Time Walking event. But oh well. Also, running these faded raids will fulfill conditions for meta achievements that reward a Slime Saber mount, a title, or raid teleports. Getting those will depend on clearing these raids at different difficulties. Since this week Castle Nathria is faded, you should be getting kill credit from up to 10 bosses. Nathria will empower the current rotating world boss, meaning Nurgash Muckfiend will have the faded affix and will drop better loot. There's a new PvP season, but without the special attention raids or dungeons are getting. The Conquest vendor has different variations of gear available for purchase for the sake of different secondaries, or I guess transmog, but not much else. The Battleground bonus event takes place this week, and the Brawl is War Song Scramble, a decent spot to test out just how much your class got nerfed. Over in Mythic Plus World, you'll want to have completed a plus 18 before the season begins to ensure that you get a plus 15 at the start. We have no idea what the affix combinations are going to be, but we can talk a little bit about the season affix Shrouded. It's very simple. At the start of a run, you talk to an NPC to decide what secondary stat you want to have pumped up. Then as you progress through the dungeon, you're going to find special targets who are possessed by dreadlords and kill them dead. By the time you approach the end of your run, hopefully you're all juiced up and ready to annihilate enemies. At least that's what I'm going to tell myself before I'm super disappointed that I'm still getting one shot. In Season 4, all the Shadowlands dungeons except for Tazavesh will no longer be in the rotation. In this season, we're revisiting the likes of Mechagon, Karazhan, and 2 Warlords of Draenor dungeons, Grimrail Depot and Iron Docks. You can bet that everyone's gonna feel slightly disoriented for a while, so unless the Shrouded affix turns the dungeons into a complete joke, expect those 15s to feel a little bit less comfortable. Over in the Dragonflight Alpha, we're entering Phase 4, which we expect will introduce the Thaldrazis zone, including Valdrakken, the player hub in Dragonflight. With it, we might see a level bump, as I think that this is supposed to be the 4th leveling zone. Only a few classes are left to enter test. Demon Hunters, Monks, Warlocks, Warriors, and Holy Paladins are clearly the least loved on the WoW team, and we should make them feel really bad about that. Meanwhile, engineering, inscription, enchanting, tailoring, fishing, and the 3 gathering professions have yet to enter test. We've learned a ton about Dragonflight so far, but there's still a ways to go, and I'm eager to cover as much of it as I can. It'd be great if you came back to this channel for all of your WoW coverage, so be sure to subscribe. Or you can at least help out by liking the video, I'd appreciate that too. Thanks for coming, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.